now be seated. Good morning. I am Elena Lopez, Senior Class Vice President. To our distinguished guests, the members of the Rowan County School Board, district personnel, our phenomenal principal, Mr. Marvin Moore, our exceptional Salisbury High School teachers and staff, our community members and leaders, our treasured parents, grandparents, families, and friends. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to Salisbury High School's graduation ceremony in celebration of the class of 2022. On behalf of our class, I would like to thank you for your attendance here to witness and share this unforgettable milestone in our lives, our high school graduation. Our presence here today is not only something remarkable, but the start of something even more remarkable on the venture into the world stage. Today is such a special day for our graduating class and for all of you who helped make it possible for us to be sitting here today. We, the graduating class of 2022, have been given a solid and fertile foundation here at Salisbury High School, and now we must dig in and plant our seeds of knowledge, perseverance, and integrity, and I am confident that our future and growth will be boundless. In Ecclesiastes, it states that the race is not won by the strong or the swift, but who endures to the end. Remember, behind you, all of your memories, before you, all your dreams, around you, all who love you, and within you, all you need. We made it, class of 2022. We are victorious and forever Hornets. Again, I give you my sincerest welcome. Thank you.
My name is Sydney Lavacek, Senior Class Secretary. As we gather to recognize our accomplishments here at Salisbury High School, please join me in welcoming the participants in our ceremony today. To my right is Mr. Marvin Moore, Principal of Salisbury High School, Ms. Alicia Bird Clark, Vice Chairwoman of the Rowan Salisbury Schools Board of Education, and Ms. Shonda Harrison, Executive Director of Elementary Schools. Seated behind them are our assistant principals, Mr. Sean Day, Mr. David Fordham, and Dr. Michelle Taylor. To my right are Mallory Link, Valedictorian, Will Webb, Salutatorian, and Ali Khatib, Senior Class President. Behind them, Elena Lopez, Senior Class Vice President, Mia Mason, Vocalist, and Hannah Schmeltzer, Student Government Executive President. In addition to the previously introduced participants, please join me in welcoming and congratulating the class of 2023 Junior Marshals who are assisting in today's ceremony. Catherine Burton, Chief Marshal, Madeline Albright, Blake Barrier, Damian Brandon, Kyla Bryant, David Coburn, Kendall Caldwell, Mia Cowan, Yasira Flores, Wyatt Goodnight, Parker Jenkins, Ferris Khatib, Gabrielle Miller, Jared Paulo II, McAllister Schofield, Courtney Williams, and Kana Zaldivar. Now, please welcome Ali Khatib, Senior Class President, to the podium. We will follow the program accordingly.
Good morning, teachers, staff and administration, community leaders, families and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2022. I am Ali Khatib, the Senior Class President here at Salisbury High. 4 years ago, we first walked the halls of Salisbury High, struggling to find our classes and absolutely terrified of what our freshman year had in store for us. We soon found out there were no lunchtime dance battles or random breakouts into song, and thankfully, no rope climbing to ring a bell. From wind time naps in the library to class presentations in the room we affectionately call the dust room, our freshman year was a rewarding and nerve-wracking experience. We learned our school fight song and spent many Friday nights at Cookout with coarse gravel voices from cheering for the Mighty Hornets just hours before. We began to make ourselves at home within the walls of SHS. 3 years ago, we ventured into our sophomore year, confident in this whole high school thing. Many of us took our first AP classes and tried out for sports. We had the high school experience all planned out. Then, in the last few weeks of school, COVID reared its debilitating head and concluded our sophomore year remotely. Our summer was spent isolated and locked down. What did this mean for us? None of us knew. 2 years ago, we spent our days split between the virtual classroom and masked among peers. Some of us didn't step foot in the classroom for an entire semester. Others for their entire junior year. Prom was an outdoor and socially distant paradise. Junior year was a major deviation from the norm, from our expectations. It forced upon us flexibility, diligence, and adaptation. 1 year ago, we had our last first day of our high school careers. We danced our final proms. We walked our respective courts or fields for our penultimate senior nights. We voted for the first time. We signed up for everything under the moon. We grew up. And I'm proud of each and every one of you sitting in front of me this morning. You've grown up. Not only have you ditched that horrific freshman year side part or your uneven box, but you've changed. You've morphed, you've blossomed into the beautiful young men and women of the future. I'm going to miss you. In fact, I miss you all already. I'm sure we've all heard the age-old idiom, if you love something enough, you must learn to let it go. And I love you. In the words of Master Ugwe, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That is why it is called the present. Thank you. Now, please welcome Will Webb to the podium.
Family, friends, teachers, and administrators. I would like to welcome you to our graduation ceremony and thank you for all being here, especially on this early morning. The ceremony is both a celebration of what we have accomplished and a challenge for us to continue striving for higher achievements in the future. In the words of Drake himself, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Class of 2022, we are here. Just to make it here today, through all of the hardship and disruption COVID-19 brought us during our sophomore year, is a grand achievement of itself. Trading in-person classes and day-to-day interactions with each other and our teachers for online Zoom classes and meetings from home was extremely challenging and mentally taxing. But that didn't stop us. When I think of our class, 2 words pop into my mind: perseverance and potential. All of you sitting here today deserve to claim the title of graduate, because each and every one of you showed excellent perseverance through these 4 wild years. But I also look around and believe this class will be something very special. Everyone from our University of Georgia commit and Gatorade Player of the Year, Mr. Jalen Walker, to a scrawny little nerd like me, we all have potential to do great things and make Salisbury High School proud. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us, because once again, as Drake said, I got a really big team, and they need some really big rings, and they need some really nice things. After these 4 years through hard work, perseverance, and tenacity, class of 2022, with our astounding potential, we deserve and will accomplish some really nice things. As for me, and I feel as many of you can relate, my journey started out as a very timid freshman, or I was called by some of my senior friends at the time, fresh meat. Coming to Salisbury High, I had only a few friends and very little self-confidence to put myself out there and meet new people. I struggled to adapt to my new school and did not flourish in the classroom my first couple weeks. If it wasn't for the great teachers and staff I had my freshman year, including Coach Herndon, Miss Pittman, Miss Harris, Miss Lawson, Miss Falconberry, Miss Moody, and others, I would not be where I am today. They helped me adjust to life as a ninth grader at SHS. They took time to teach me, counsel me, and get me started on the right track. They helped pull me out of my shell and gave me the self-confidence I needed to succeed. Our teachers at Salisbury High School cared for every single one of us, and without them, we wouldn't be here today. So I speak on behalf of all the students graduating here today when I say thank you, teachers, from the bottom of my heart. But wow, our time here at Salisbury High has really flown by. But hey, I think it was a great time. In athletics, we have achieved two team state championships, too many conference titles for me to even list, and we had a superb male and female athletes that earned scholarships to attend college. Academically, our classes earned acceptances from Wyoming to North Carolina and all places in between. Our classmates racked up merit scholarships, honor awards, and more worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. We improved our community via our service clubs, volunteer service hours, and student-led projects. We as students should all be exceptionally proud of ourselves. And parents, be proud of yourselves as well. You are a huge factor in guiding and pushing us to succeed. Without my mom and dad, I would have missed all of Coach Withers' early 5 a.m. practices and all of Miss Burton's remind texts about tests the next day. Mom, Dad, I love you. To our teachers, coaches, staff, and administrators, thank you for all you have done for the class of 2022. We love you. But most importantly, to my fellow classmates, thank you for making this the greatest 4 years of my life. Thank you for all the laughs, the tears, the conversations, and the memories. I love every single one of you, and I can't wait to see how far our Hornet Pride takes us in life. Here's to the class of 2022. Congratulations, y'all. Now I'd like to welcome our valedictorian, Mallory Link, to the stage.
Good morning, fellow classmates, friends, family, and faculty. My name is Mallory Link. We have finally made it to graduation, almost 12 years of schooling in the making. I feel like it was just yesterday that we were in elementary school, learning how to divide and write in complete sentences, or in some cases, getting fingers stuck in a picnic bench. Now we are graduating and can finally look to the future beyond high school, whether that includes attending college, the military, a job, or something else. While crafting my speech for today, one quote stuck out to me that I wanted to share with y'all. It comes from American filmmaker David Lynch, and it reads, "The more unknowable the mystery, the more beautiful it is." This quote really stood out to me, as looking to the future can be terrifying for many people, myself included. Who knows what will happen or what we will do? What if nothing goes my way? While thoughts like these can be crippling, I want to share the brighter version of the future, one in which we can't even imagine how good it is. It's finally up to us to decide where we want to go with our lives, and I believe every one of us is equipped with the skills to forge our own paths. While the future can be terrifying as we look to the unknown, I know all of us will help to create a better world for ourselves and the people around us. After surviving years of a global pandemic and the complications that occur with it, our generation has proved that we are able to make it through any struggles that we may encounter throughout our lives. This is a new chapter in our lives, an opportunity for us to prove ourselves in the world as young adults ready to change it, even while not truly knowing what will happen next. I believe in each and every one of you, and I know Salisbury High does as well. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors, so go out and discover your own future, no matter how scary the unknown is. Once again, congratulations, Salisbury High Class of 2022. Now please welcome Mr. Sean Day, Assistant Principal of Salisbury High School, to the stage for the presentation of diplomas.
It is my pleasure to present the diplomas to the graduates of the class of 2022, assisted by Mr. David Fordham and Dr. Michelle Taylor. As we present diplomas, please hold your applause until the last graduate is announced. Munira Sakina Abdul Ahad. Madison Talisa Abrams. Alondra Patricia Acevedo Roque. Yolanis Michelle Aguilar Sierra. Khan Jubei Alidori. Jalen Norman Alexander. James Nicholas Antisek. Jimmy Ricardo Arieta Meza. Brian Aviles Hernandez. Michaela Rita Baker. Kevin Travis Barber II. Larissa Marie Bell. Leonie Danielle Benjamin. Isaiah Kent Black. Grace O'Reilly Blackwell. Carrington Trinity Blackwell. Dradicus Lamonte Blakeney. Jeremiah Isaiah Booker. Elvie Lewis Boss Jr. Lexia Danielle Brand in absentia. Nayeli Brizuela de la Cruz. Armani Chanel Brown. Randall Emmanuel Brown. Jordacia Linnell Berger. Caleb Bradley Burleson. Manuel Caballero Jimenez. Diego Omar Caballero Lopez. Justin Camacho Hernandez. Abigail Reese Campion. Juan Campuzano Benitez. Katie Lisette Carmona Ramirez. Owen Orlando Centeno Pineda. Anthony Michael Cerrone in absentia. Sophie Miller Camille. Bennett Joseph Clark. Marcus Lamar Cook Jr. Caroline Brooke Kozart. Philip Robert Scott Kressler. Jameson Maurice Crowder. Daniel Morales Cuevas. Madison Chase Daniels. Destiny Zamora Davis. Kennedy Lachey Davis. Jacob Scott Denhart. Riley Paul Dillon. Annie Favor Doe. Colin Matthew Donaldson. Gabriel Anthony Dufour. Isaiah Brian Enegby. Jackson Tate Everson. Hannah Mae Fleming. Shania Renee Ford. Savion Malik Freeman. Ellison Lee Frick. Emily Ann Frick. Reed Alexander Fugel. Tiffany Amani Gadsden. Japhael Jeremiah Noah Gardner. Zachary David Garner. Jaden Denali Tyrest Gaither. Michael Garcia in absentia. Bethzabe Garzon Cruz. Danny Brandon Gass. Kylie Bina Geelan. Jalea Levette Gibson. Jaden Mace Gibson. Jacob Gleason. Miguel Angel Gomez Jepes. Yaritza Alejandra Gonzalez. Charles Luther Graber III. Christopher Dwayne Green II. Eric Gutierrez Carbajal. Nicholas Mikkel Hall. Kayla Marie Hardy. Kaylee Louise Hawkins. Jack Alexander Heilig.
Go, Jack.
Brandon Manuel Hernandez Navarro. Marine Alejandra Hernandez. Christopher Hidalgo Hernandez. King Jeremiah Arthur James Hives. Sydney Ann Lavacek. Michael Nicole Holmes. Samantha Colleen Honeycutt. Cameron Christopher Hosh in absentia. Sage Lynham Huffman. And Lee Jade Hutchins. Amario Deontay Hutley. Christian Emmanuel Hunter. Demaya Ann Jackson. Jeremy Fernando Jimenez. Bradley Jimenez Reyes. Nicole Lachey Johnson. Gabrielle Melinda Jones. Joel Alberto George. Brody Lee Kiefer in absentia. Ali Khaled Khatib. William Parrish Kuntz. Caden Jaleel Kreider. Jayshawn Tiari Lambert. Keyshawn O'Brien Laney. Maya Marie Langford. Madeline Marin Lawrence. Micaiah Nicole Lee. Naira Janae Leach. Stephen Anderson Lesko.
Let's go, Steve!
Mallory Elise Link. Brielle Michelle Long. Who's next? Got you. Sorry. Adriana Guadalupe Lopez Garcia. Elena Maria Lopez. Kimberly Michelle Luffman. Desron Isaiah Marlin. Mia Favor Avernell Mason. Rachel Ann McCullough. Makia Denise McLean. Nevaeh Faith Kagani Ava McNeely. Tanaya Khalees Medlin. Karina Medrano Aguilar. Katie Gabriela Mendoza Velasquez in absentia. London Ray Del Rico Metz. Ashanti Bilal Middlebrooks. Justin Ray Milner. Xander Joaquin Mock in absentia. Sabrina Alexis Monroe. Nyasia and Taya Janique Murphy. Xavion Ian Neal. Shondaria Essie Ann Neal. Jalimar Orta. Gerald Alexander Pals in absentia. Abria Hanaya Pearson. Riley Catherine Peltz. Elijah Perez. Jabari Orion Pfeiffer. Deshauna Demetria Dominique Phillips. Logan Christopher Phillips. Norma Dania Phillips. Samuel Dante Phillips. Alejandro Picardo Cruz. Antoine Malik Poole. Brianna Dasani Porter in absentia. Jaquarius Presley. Makai Amir Prophet. Kanayas Trunard Pruitt in absentia. Ramon Lynn Pruitt in absentia. Rosie Ramos Zaragoza. Nicholas Scott Raymond. Skylar Allen Raymond. Jeffrey Kevin Robinson III. Jordan Ariana Randell. Waylon Thomas Robbins. Melanie Rodriguez in absentia. Aiden Rivas Rodriguez. Amy Esther Rugama Manzares. Manzanares, my apologies. Nasheem Russell. Sarai Michael Rustin. Angel Javier Salazar. Emily Salazar Alba. Austin Scott Sanders. Michael Scott Sanders. Leslie Sandoval Araujo. Sophia Marie Sandoval in absentia. Hannah Ashlyn Schmelzer. Ayana Simpson. Grayson Luke Smith. Jordan Benjamin Smith. Alexius Shania Steele. Joaquin Lamont Stiller. James Gray Walker Stokes. Cameron Lee Stout. Amaya Janae Surratt. Nicholas Tolero Trujillo. Shalia Monet Teamer. DeQuavion Jerron Thompson. DeQuavius Gerard Thompson. Margaret Hampton Thurman. Shania Toomer in absentia. Adriana Virginia Torriente. Ella Josephine Trainer. Juliana Isabel Tercios Montalvan. Maria Inez Tercios Montalvan. Milady Elizabeth Urrutia. Destiny Shanae Yvette Veazey. Jesus Embraf Viramontes Marientes. Kieran Nicole Walker in absentia. Jalen Nicholas Walker. Autumn Ann Walser. Samson Bishop Warren. Rebecca Sutton Webb. William Whitaker Webb IV. Jahania Rochelle White in absentia. Cindy Lorraine Ward Williams. Divine Victorious Williams in absentia. Kevin Winston Williams Jr. Antasia Tymick Uzziah Wilson. Chandler Adam Wilson. Damon Laquise Wood in absentia. Rondarius LaFleur Woodruff. Jemiah Denise Worthy. Deshaun Eugene Yelverton. Christian Alexander Zavala Guzman. I'd like to introduce Ms. Hannah Schmelzer.
Well, here we are. The last 18 years of our lives have all been in preparation for this moment. The moment when we toss our caps in the air. We all watched it happen in High School Musical, but now it's our turn. Our principal, Mr. Marvin Moore, will certify our graduation momentarily. And then I invite all of you to join me in tossing our caps high in the sky. because we're all in this together. Thank you.
To our graduating class of 2022, I stand before you in awe of the work that you have done over the last 4 years. Many of you I've known since you were in elementary school. Some of you I met when I came here 2 years ago. But I am, to say the least, super proud of the work that you guys have done and also the way you carry yourselves while doing it. A lot of times people see the work that people do and say, oh man, that's got to be so easy. But let me explain to people what you guys have done over the last 4 years. You've helped to solidify Salisbury High School as the top school in the county over the last 3 years, or 4 years, I should say, in sports, athletics, scholarships earned, and students going to college on scholarships. You should give yourselves a hand for that. Not to mention, just last week, we just celebrated our student athletes for winning the Cushman Cup, for winning 10 out of the 19 sports that are involved in our conference. Not only that, we have the 2 conference player of the years in both women and men's sports of the whole county and conference. Give yourselves a hand for that. Salisbury High School last year not only met growth, but we exceeded growth the first time since 2014. Give yourselves a hand for that. And many more things that we could talk about for Player of the Years in sports and kids who are doing phenomenal things in academics to make sure our scholarships are up to par. But I want to talk about the people that you are. You may very well be the closest graduating class that I've ever seen. You guys move in packs. You talk to each other. I very rarely ever see you argue, and when you do, it's with a smile. And so you do things in order and in decency, and for that I do say thank you for what you've done to make models of the kids that's behind you to watch what you do. So thank you for doing that. To our staff, we say thank you for allowing us to teach you this time, and I'm asking that you would do me a favor moving forward. Whether you enroll into a college, whether you're enlisting into the military, or whether you're going into the workforce, I ask that you take those values and those things that you've learned into those places and begin to be leaders from where you are. You don't have to be 30 years old to be a boss. You don't have to be 30 years old to get to the bag, so you guys say. You can do that right now from where you are. Start dreaming it and start walking into your destiny at this point because you are deserving of it. You have a Salisbury High School education, which means you have the key to whatever you want. And so I say to you guys, I am super proud to call myself the principal of this high school, but more importantly, just to know you guys. There's a verse in the Bible that says, your gifts will make room for you and put you in front of great men. Anybody that gets in front of you, that verse then becomes manifest because you are great men and women. We say thank you for what you've done. And now I'm going to speak to your parents. Parents, this is your charge. Your kids are graduating today. May 28, 2022. I ask that you focus and communicate with your students even more so now because this world will eat them alive if they're by themselves. Pick the phone up. Call your children. The phrase that kills me is when people say this, they're old enough to know. If you think back just a little bit, when you were 18 years old, if you had phones, social media, you probably wouldn't be sitting in those stands at this point. So do not pass judgment. I ask that you create stronger bonds with your children and have conversations that will last so they will continue to come back to you and ask for your guidance and help and support. So this is my charge to parents. Continue to console your children when they're hurt. Put confidence in them when they have a situation where they don't understand. Sometimes randomly pop up and just see how they're doing. You'd be surprised what our students go to on a daily basis. So allow them the opportunity to become your friend as well as stay your child. Do that as we move forward. Parents, do not take your hands off of your children, please. Last but not least, I would like to say to you guys, would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to our administrative staff for what they do on a daily basis to support our school. and our staff members for what they've done to make sure we're here. Give them a hand if you would, please. Nothing that is done great in this world is done by yourself. So know that and continue to move forward. I would like to say to you guys before I get out of here, I am super proud to be your principal. And anywhere you go from this, know that you guys are Salisbury Hornets, and you have already made us proud. Continue to do that. Now, by the authority invested in me by the state of North Carolina and Rowan Salisbury Schools, I hereby declare these students, these Salisbury High School students of the class of 2022, as graduates of Salisbury High School. At this time, you may move your tassel to your left. And as your Executive President of Student Government, Hannah Schmelzer, said, you are more than welcome to take your tassels and your caps and see how far you can throw them in the air. Students, thank you. Take a seat, and we will now dismiss according to your roles.